Hello. This is a good question. The commenter asks, so how do we explain the increase in cardiac events among young, otherwise healthy athletes? Talks about how he's been watching sports for 30 years, and it's only in the last few years that he's seen this increase. Is it the virus? Is it the vaccine? What's the explanation? Certain anti-vaccine and anti-COVID-19 documentaries, in quotes, recently tried to point out examples in quotes as well, with athletes that either didn't die or collapsed before vaccines. I'm talking, of course, about the documentary Died Suddenly, which is completely full of lies. As for this, I think it's in part a phenomenon that is not necessarily happening more, but that we are paying more attention to, similar to myocarditis. Nobody really paid attention to myocarditis except for cardiologists and the doctors that would see it. But now that it became a possible vaccine adverse event, a lot more people have taken notice. Same thing with athletes collapsing on the field. Every one of these athlete deaths is investigated thoroughly. If the family agrees, an autopsy is done. And as I've pointed out before, the scientific community is not good at keeping secrets. If athletes were actually dropping dead from vaccines, the media would love that story more than it already does when it's just a conspiracy theory. We would have heard about it. How am I so confident that it's not the vaccine? That question keeps coming up. One, commotio cordis has happened before, and two, you have to take into account the events prior to Damar Hamlin's collapse. Now, again, I'm speculating here, and I acknowledge that. And if more information comes out, then I'll be happy to acknowledge that. But as of now, what we've seen, vaccine-induced myocarditis or blood clots or any of those kinds of things don't usually present the way that Damar Hamlin did. We all consider the vaccine in our list of potential diagnoses, but that list is ranked, and vaccines are not near the top in this case.